I run a little financial literacy program with a partnership of a bank in North Dakota. And they wanted us to work with their junior bank board, which are high school juniors and seniors from around the state of North Dakota. And I said, well, why don't we have them all take Entrepreneurial StrengthsFinder? So the bank said, we'll pay for people to take ESF. And so that was our second initiative. Is we had 60 high school students who actually completed ESF, and now we're moving on to the next stage. Some of those very students are going to form groups at their high schools, and we're going to do a business in the box sometime this next fall as kind of a continuation of what we're doing. We're going to start out by having the students who have already taken ESF identify other people that they would like to have on their team. And then the bank has already agreed to have those people take ESF. And they will have to have a team that has at least somebody on the team that has dominance in every one of the areas. So they have to form their teams around the ESFs. And then they basically decide on some kind of company that they want to start, and they come and pitch it. In this case, they will pitch it to bank executives, and the winning team will get some seed money. Some of my students who have actually completed ESF that are part of this financial literacy group will actually act as coaches to each of the teams. So once the team is formed, there will be a coach for each one of the teams. So they'll have somebody that can kind of keep them focused on those entrepreneurial talents that people have. I actually have a student like that who's in that freshman class, who's an artist. And he came to the entrepreneurship class just because he was kind of interested. But he really is an artist. He really makes jewelry and paints. And what he has now realized is that he has very interesting entrepreneurial talents that he didn't know he had after he took ESF. He realized this. So he started his own business already called Artswork. One of the freshmen that's in that course, he says, I want to talk to you about ESF. And I said, okay. He said, I have a friend who went to high school with me, and he's an engineering student here. He said, we'd always kicked around an idea that we might start a company. We actually have an idea that we talked about. I looked him up and said, I actually have entrepreneurial talents, and you have a new idea. Why don't we do it? They actually are pursuing the idea right now. That only fosters understanding those natural talents that you have as you're listening to other people talk about their ideas, and you start to see, oh, I could use my natural talent to help there. So, yeah, we're going to see even more of that. And if you realize that this all started in January of 2014, we're barely at the end of that first semester, and all of those examples have already occurred.